Oh my god, my microphone wasn't. I probably should have tested this before streaming. So now my microphone is supposed to be working. So I'm going to play some Dragon Quest 9 because it's one of my favorite DS games. And I'm not planning to do much more than that. So yeah, let's see how long I will keep at it with this. So I don't have anything special planned. I'm just playing this game for like a few hours. uh, I'm going to probably fast forward through the beginning of the game because it's not that interesting. I'm gonna be honest, the beginning of the game is genuinely one of the weakest parts of this game. Because... Wait, I need to... Um, Cropping is kind of annoying me right now. I hope this is going to make the cropping work better. Okay, so basically, I'm not going to read much of this story, but basically you play as this guardian angel who is kind of in training, and right before you like get your stuff, before it gets official, I guess, stuff happens in heaven and everything goes to shit. You stop being a guardian angel and you have to help people, and that's basically the story. It has it has some more interesting depth, but if you want to figure out the depth of the story, you should probably play the game for yourself. I'm going to try to not skip through most of the stuff later on. But yeah. The game only really gets interesting after you unlock your party members. And that takes about an hour or two. Actually like an hour in normal gameplay. So I hope I can get there sooner. Okay, we need to go talk to the big guy. Ah! It's kinda crazy how I don't have much to talk about right now. I think this game has an interesting look to it, because like most of the game is like this simple 3D, but a lot of the not so important characters are actually like 2D sprites, which I think kind of is very interesting. So they don't have to use up the power of the DS that it doesn't really have. So it can only focus on like the important things. Which is kind of interesting because like a lot of the enemies are already rendered on the map, so I think that's kind of interesting how they deal with this in game by making like most of the townsfolk that aren't important 2D. It's kind of funny because you can see the guys who are important are just normal 3D models, like basically different character. Character models of the normal character design. So basically this part of the game is kind of just a tutorial on like picking up stuff. I think it's kind of interesting that the game tutorializes picking up stuff. It is a big part of the game, I guess, like collecting materials and later using them, so it does kind of make sense to tutorialize this, but it feels very weird, right? Like you probably would get it when you play the game. You can do something fun with this guy in this section, if I remember correctly. Okay, I don't remember at what point. Like you can kind of hit him, I guess, if you do it to the right time. But I don't know what actually triggers it. Okay, so it's nighttime now. Like this whole section is kind of just a tutorial for stuff the game does. As in, the game has a night cycle, so that's why it's night now. Basically have to tell this guy that he's dead. What is the point where the game goes to shit? Yeah, okay, this cutscene is probably not going to work in this layout as well. Oh well. I love these cutscenes. They are very well made. They are very rare in this game, but I think it's kind of funny because of the character customization and just having different equipment. Like, it's possible that you have different equipment at any point. Whenever the game is going to show you a cutscene, it's going to have a contrived reason to not show the main character. Which is fine, it makes sense why they do it like that, but it's just kind of fun to notice. I like this cutscene, it's very tone setting, it's very well made. I hope my stream doesn't get copyright stricken because I'm showing this, because that would suck. So this is us as a human person now. I honestly wish when playing games like RPGs that there was an option to like kind of start a bit after the beginning, because a lot of the time RPGs in the beginning are just very annoying to get through, and this game isn't any different. I think, like, if you know what you have to do, right, you kind of are just stuck hitting certain points, like certain triggers, so you can move on to the next screen. Which is kind of annoying in this case, because like I know that I just need to talk to a certain guy, and then I can go onto the field and do stuff, but yeah, I don't know. So I need to trigger this cutscene, then I need to move back to the house. Need to move back over here. This is going to trigger the sleeping. Yeah. Now you gotta go talk to that dude. He's going to be like, I wanna go out in the great wild world. Okay, so now we can leave. It's kind of fun. Me showing this beginning part of the game isn't going to convince anyone that this is one of my favorite games, actually. But it is very fun, this game. But it only really opens up after certain points. Like when you get your party members, that's like the first point where the interesting part kind of opens up. And then later there is the part where you can change classes, like at any point. And that's another spot where the game opens up in very interesting ways. You know, these kinds of classical JRPGs are the more interesting, the more options they give you. And this early game part doesn't really give you any options, which is why I find it very boring. Like, I guess you could probably try beating the part with less EXP or something, but it doesn't make it more interesting in my opinion, it just makes it more tedious. So that's why I'm going to try to reach at least level 5 before going anywhere. And I'm gonna use this Ivor guy to help me out. I mean, I could one day probably try beating this part with a very low level, but I don't know. It seems weirdly unbalanced. I don't know if that's the right word for it. Okay, I'm going to go for level 4 because this is taking longer than I remember it taking. Yeah, level 4. So we go over here. We see the train, and this guy's like, what train are you talking about? I can see it. Anyways, let's go over here. And you find out that the road is blocked off. So you gotta tell those guys over there. Okay, so now I'm not sure if you're supposed to go to the place there right now or after you put the guy back into town. So I think I'm just gonna go back to town. Oops. I think I need to go over here. Now we can leave on our own. We're not healed. That's great, actually. Oh my god, okay. Ah. Okay. We're going to buy the sword. Nope, that's it. Don't need much more. Did I equip it? Yes, I did. Okay. So now we go to that spot over here. And why we weren't able to come here closer. By the way, this map really looks very weird to me. It looks like a guy with his... You know what? Okay, you need to go talk to this guy. And he shows you the very, very secret way to open this. And even if you know how to do it, you can't do it unless this guy tells you. So you're kind of gated off by doing all that stuff from before. So anyway, let's go over here. I think this is going to be the shield. So these are going to be two different paths that this leads to. I'm going to get a feather weapon over here at some point. I think it's weaker than my current sword. So that's why I bought this sword, because I think it's the strongest weapon you can get to this point, but I'm not sure. Also, I'm actually going to wait with putting my skill points into anything because I'm not sure yet what I want to invest them in. That's like one of the interesting parts of the game, at least to me. I think that's the feather weapon. Yeah. Yeah, it's weaker than my current weapon. I just want to check. What? Nice. Okay, and this is where we fight the pig guy. Do I have any... Yep, that's... Do I have any spells? No, I don't. Okay, so basically what this fight is about, you attack until you're like at around this point of health and then you heal. There isn't much more to this fight. Which makes sense because this is like the first real fight of the game, but it's still kind of annoying. Okay, so we basically beat the tutorial now. Well, there's like a short story section still that we need to do by like digging up a dead man's treasure. Basically being like, your father used to be really good at this, so you're probably also really good at this. And that's about it. I think you need to go... You need to go to the girl's house. Ah. Then the father of the girl shows up as a dead guy. Oh, okay, I need to go to the inn. Okay, close enough. This is a church, not an inn, but okay. Okay, so now you skip through this. Why did she do the DreamWorks face? Can I talk to this guy? Honestly, this is one of the best characters in the series. I need to go here or to her house. I need to go to her house. Ah. Ah. Granddad. Oh my god. I really don't care. Oh my god, finally. So now you go back to heaven and are like, bam. Oh wait, I don't think you're going back yet because I think the train isn't able to board yet, so... yeah. That's what's going to happen. Yeah. I'm falling asleep. That's not even against a hit against the game, I'm just tired. Okay, so now you're going to that town. Actually, we're going to go down there first. Because we got a really good armor over here. Actually, this one isn't the one I thought we would be getting. but it's better than my current armor. Okay, so now you're in this great town. What you gotta do is follow those guys. Oh, you don't have a choice. Okay. This is going to be kind of funny to me because like everyone is going to bow down and they don't have any 3D models for that, so they are going to sprite these other guys bowing down, and it's just like kind of traced over her 3D model bowing down. I don't know why this is so funny to me. It's just very interesting, I guess. I think I need to leave. No, I need to talk to her and then leave. Yep, okay. This game really needs a remake, but one where I can skip a bit of the story. So now you leave, then you re-enter, and then you can get your party members. Actually, you go to the other person for that. Whoops. Okay. Oh, I didn't want that guy. Okay, so we're going to get a martial artist. And then I'm going to get 2 warriors. Why? I don't know. I don't actually know. Sorry. I'm just feeling like playing a bit more aggressively this time. I usually play very balanced. Let's get a male. Kind of want to give him Vegeta hair, but we don't have Vegeta hair, so I'm just gonna oh my god, that this guy looks horrifying. Oh my god, yeah, let's go for that. Yeah, let's do that. I think the pink hair probably would have worked better. Okay. Recruit a friend. And another warrior. I really need a remake. I need more character customization options. I'm very creative, I know. Okay. Okay. Sure. Do I have full HP? Pretty much, okay. How much money do I have? I need to... 500. I'm not sure that's going to be enough. I wanna get those guys in the back spears. Bamboo lance. Iron lance. Or I'm going to get one of you guys. Gonna get Ligma, the Iron Lance. Then I'm going to give... I guess it's better than the bamboo pole. Need to check what abilities the staff has, because I didn't actually check that. An attack that deals 50% more damage to... sends a group of enemies crashing to the ground. I don't even know what that means. Damages a group of enemies. Just calculate the same technique. Request for normal blow strength. No. I don't know. Wand, whip, spear, shield. Shield also is kind of fun to level because it just makes the characters better. I think, like, they get hit less. I think claw is also pretty good. Let me check. An attack that deals 50% more damage to mechanical mon. Scratches the enemy 4 times. Individual strikes deal between. Ooh, that could be fun. Hard Claw lacerates a single enemy twice. Each swipe enemy. I don't know. Hand of God deals 180 to 260 points of light element damage. And will deal 400 to 480 damage when the character's strength reaches 900. The fuck? Oh, but that's not useful. That's not going to be useful at all. Unless we do a side quest. What about the fan skills? Reflex breath attacks for... Ooh. But that's a fan skill? Really? Okay. Attack that deals 50% more damage to aquatic enemies. Schizophrenic. Schizophrenic? Increase evasion by 1 stage. Ooh, I actually kind of like that. Fandango. Fandango. Like, okay. Hits for random targets for half damage. So it's basically like double damage. I don't know if that's useful. And Hustle Dance. Oh, actually Hustle Dance kind of looks pretty helpful. But I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm probably going to go for the spears for now. So wait, we gotta check this sign. And then we gotta go talk to these guys. That's so fucking stupid actually. I love it. This is like such an RPG thing to do. Okay, I'm gonna skip through this because this isn't that interesting. I'm not gonna read the story. I already have played this game like 5 times before, which isn't that much actually, but it's a long game. Might have played I might have played it more than 5 times, but I can only like remember finishing it like 3 or 4 times. So I'm not actually going to say for certain how often I beat this game. Okay. So this is kind of fun. We need to go and beat up the Black Knight, but we are kind of weak at this point. Like, my other guys are definitely going to die in like 1 hit. So I think I'm going to go out and train a bit, but I'm also going to save. Cause... Yes. That blue speech bubble there means that the character has a quest for me, but I'm not in the mood of doing quests right now. Okay, so we're going to be grinding a bit. I think level 5 for the other guys is going to be a good spot. This is what we call very deep combat gameplay. It's kind of weird. This game doesn't actually have that deep of combat mechanics, which kind of sucks because most of the time, especially late game, you're going to be better off by like kind of playing very defensively, I feel like, which is kind of sad because I like doing a lot of damage. But this game isn't that kind of game where you're supposed to do a lot of damage. I feel like the game is trying to be more balanced, but I don't know. Like a lot of the bosses and stuff don't really allow you to go for very varied ways of approaches, like for example poisoning a boss or something. I think most of the bosses at some point are going to be immune to status effects, and some are even going to be immune to like lowering statuses, not status, lowering stats, which like I get from a certain point. Like sure, it's kind of hard, but it's not really interesting, right? I don't know. I'm gonna keep that for now. I don't know. This game is very, very flawed. Flawed? Why did I say it like that? This game is very flawed, but I really like it. Anyways. But I hope, like, if there was a remake, if there's ever going to be a remake, that it actually, like, changes a lot of the things. Because this game, while it's very good, very fun, half of the mechanics aren't really utilized that well. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, one of the mechanics that I hope, if there's ever going to be a remake, is that they add is this isn't really that much of an issue, but like having different slots for visual equipments and actual equipments. Because the game has a lot of equipments that, like, it allows you to equip a lot of stuff that makes you look like stylish and stuff. That was probably one of my worst sentences ever. But it doesn't really give you kind of, if you want to look good in this game, you kind of have to sacrifice having good defenses. And most of the time when you're playing through the story, at least, you're going to look really stupid or silly most of the time, because you're probably going to focus more on your defense rather than your style. Which I think makes sense, but still, I don't know if that's something you wanna have. Also, I hope they would add like a lot more stuff to equip. Not because this game doesn't have a lot, but it's always fun to have more choices. Like, a good remake of this game would be if they changed a lot of the things for the better, which is why I get that this game hasn't had a real remake yet, which I think is kind of funny. They remade like most of the games, like they remade 3, 1 and 2 recently. They remade 4, 5 and 6, I think, on the DS, and they remade 8 and 7 on the 3DS. And you would be expecting, oh, they are going to remake 9 on the Switch, maybe, or re-release it. And no, they're remaking 7 again. Which is like, okay, man, sure. 7 is probably a great game. I haven't played much of it. I really need to play more Dragon Quest games, which is why I'm kind of streaming this one right now. But anyways, it looks really great, the remake that they announced. But I'm like, that game just got remade like 10 years ago, I guess, by this point. But this game hasn't had a remake and it really needs one. I mean, I guess it's a good thing to remake 7, but I'm just kind of scared that now that they remake 7, they're going to remake 8 again, which I would like because 8 is a really good game. I really want to play it again, but it's... I also want to play 9. I've played 11 as well, but I haven't gotten that far. I'm like kind of in the orb collecting part of that game. I can't remember where I am in that game. At like some sort of school. It's not... I don't know why I'm not really enjoying it as much. So one thing I don't like about Dragon Quest games is their auto fight options, which is like kind of silly to say because like then just don't use them, but it's very convenient to use, but it takes out a lot of the fun of the game, even though like most of the stuff I'm doing right now is just pressing A. The auto option just like kind of takes even that away, right? Like most of the time you're probably going to be using a lot of the multi-hit moves, for example, for hitting multiple enemies, but it's still something, right? But when you have the auto option, it's like very easy to just use it. But I think this is more of a me issue, right? I don't know. That's kind of why I am not getting into 7 and the 3 remake as much. Also, this design of this enemy is really great. It doesn't really have that big of a thing to do in this story. In this game, like he's evil because of a misunderstanding, basically. He thinks he's still alive. He kind of wants his princess, but he isn't really evil, so it's that kind of... I don't know. I think this enemy could be cooler. Why aren't you hitting, man? Oh, nice. Okay. Your excuse, you dodged very well. Very well. Very well. Very well. Okay. Come on, dodge as well. Dodge as well. Ah. It's crazy how the main character here is probably doing the least damage right now. Ah! Okay, I think we got this in the bag unless something really bad happens. Dodge. Oh. This enemy usually also has like a multi-hit move, but he isn't using it right now, so... Ah. My biggest damage dealer didn't hit, that's fun. This one. No, this isn't the one, okay. Game has a mechanic where when you hit like back to back to back, you do more damage, but it's not really able to be used that much. I feel like it's very underutilized, like this double damage thing that you saw right now. It's a constant through the whole game, but it's just not very useful. Oh boy, my throat, I need to drink some water. Where's my water? Not used to streaming. Also, this guy isn't doing his big multi-hit move, which is kind of interesting right now. Still not doing it, that's... Oh, we killed him. He didn't do it once, okay. That was really lucky, man, that fight. If I was a speedrunner, I'd probably be like, wow. Speedrunning this game is probably very annoying. Let's go for spear. You also go for spear. And you go for focus. Game has so many interesting mechanics, but it's also so fucking flawed. Because, like leveling up in this game is very, very, very annoying. Like you need to find metal slimes. And to an extent you need to like kind of go out of your way to go find grottos. Grottos? This guy's very funny. He's called the White Knight. But he has a black armor. Okay, we need to go back to the town. I'm sorry. Oops. Oh my god, it's night. How much money do I have? I can buy another spear. Also, something interesting about this game is there are ways to RNG manipulate, which are quite interesting, but I've never really managed to do it because it's actually kind of hard. And I don't quite get it. And you need very specific stuff to kind of set it up. So either I just don't get it, how to do it, or oh yeah, these chests. I'm just very bad at understanding how to use it. Oh my god, I love these Seeds of Strength because you can farm them off a very early game enemy. Which you can also RNG manipulate, but it's kind of interesting that enemies basically just have stat ups that you can steal from them. Oh yeah, I need to talk to the king, actually. Oh wait, I need to talk to you again, I think. Nope. Oh, I need to go down here and she's going to tell me I should go to her room. Yep. Do you have anything else to tell me? Okay, I need to go here. Okay. Oh, okay, that's something I'm gonna get later, I guess. And I have very good memories of this game. I bought it like... When did I buy this for the first time? I bought it for 15 bucks back then. That's crazy to me because nowadays you need to pay 60 bucks for this game. 15 at like a GameStop, and I bought it used. And I honestly actually bought it as like a Christmas present. But like it was already a used game, so I was like, yeah, it's a used game, so no one's going to notice if I try it as well. So that's when I first played it, and I really got hooked on this game. It's really good mechanically, so I kept the game and gave a different game as a Christmas gift, which was in the end the better choice anyways, because the person I was going to gift the game isn't really an RPG guy. I just realized I didn't no, never mind. I was going to say I didn't assign the L and R buttons anything, but you just can't turn the camera on the overworld. Yeah, anyways, it turned out like as like this lucky coincidence, I guess, that I first played this game. And it came like at around the right time. I used to play a lot of Pokemon X, no, Pokemon Y at the time, and I'm saying this because I kind of like a bit of tedium in these games. You know, this game has the whole grinding aspect and kind of at some points, like especially after you're done with the game, most of the things you're going to do is like grind, And when I had Pokemon Y, I still have it, but when I played that a lot, after I was done with the game, I used to shiny hunt, and this like kind of tedium, this repeating action was kind of fun and kind of, well, fun isn't maybe the right word, but it's like this kind of meditative, relaxing thing where you like watch a video and just grind a bit. It has something, something. Blah, 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 blah. It's just something I like a lot about these games, and nowadays I'm not really getting into that groove anymore, where I just sit down and grind a game. I don't know if this is because I'm an adult now. Probably. I'm just a different person now than I used to be. But it's kind of fun to connect with that a bit, right? Like I used to love RPGs when I was younger. Nowadays it's it's more of a hassle to get into them, but I still kind of like them mechanically, but it's just a lot harder. Which also might be why I'm not getting into free that much. And 11. Anyways, that was my story time. Okay, so now we activate this cutscene. Okay. This guy sells good armor. What if... Okay. I remember. Genuinely, if you wanna min-max, your characters are going to look really stupid. Well, okay, if you wanna... that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Yeah, if you wanna min-max your characters are just going to look stupid, that's what I'm going to say. The thing about JRPGs and games like the early Final Fantasies and Dragon Quest, it's like a lot of the time the game kind of expects you to, every time you get to a new town, to grind up and change your equipment. But I'm not really feeling like grinding right now, so I'm not gonna do that. So let's see how long we can trudge along with mediocre equipment. I know there is like poison heals, I think. around the poison, but I think... Ah, fuck it. I think you can get actually poisoned by stepping in here. But I'm not sure anymore. Also, if this game gets a remake, it really needs a speed up function in battles. And generally, speed up. One thing I think is kind of funny about this game is it gives your main character one of the best skills that none of the other characters can learn. Which kind of like the best support skill, which kind of pushes your main character into a support role if you want to actually strengthen up a different character to do major damage. So I don't know if that's a good choice from the game, but it's something it does. Oh my god. This man is so sad. So I think if we go up there, the road is blocked off. So we need to go a different way. Yeah, that door is locked. Oops. Oh, a leather shield? I can... No, I bought every guy who can equip a shield. Never mind. Do I have anything? No. Something I forgot, this game also has like row mechanics where you can, I think, K-pop tactics. Yeah, it has row mechanics, which is very weird to me because they barely make a difference. This game has so many mechanics that kind of barely affect it. Or I'm just very ignorant to the game. Game's mechanics. Lunatic. I really love how this game looks, not gonna lie. It's so... It looks really great for a DS game. Did I go here already? No, I didn't. So I can unlock this door. This is pretty much the only locked door that I remember that you can unlock from the other side. The game does a lot of these one-off things. Hells yeah, let's... Oh, I didn't heal. I hope it's not going to be... Oh, wait, I think I can actually, after this cutscene, walk up to the enemy. So I technically still can heal, yeah. Which is kind of funny. Which is better if I have... let's just press this heal all button. Okay. Hello! Actually, I'm going to check if this does less damage than a normal hit. Okay, 75% of a normal hit. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm probably not going to use that for now. Dude, I'm already doing so much damage. I feel like this boss is almost dead. She only has eyes for man. I don't know what's up, but these enemies really have interesting cycles right now. Yeah, that's not going to do much more than the usual. Yeah. That's crazy. That's really lucky. I don't know what's up today, but that feels luckier than it should. What? This is one of the really sweet moments of this game. I don't know why, because it's like this silly side plot, right? It's just a mini story, but it has something very nice about it that she just does this for this guy. I don't know. That's very sweet. Also, something very funny about this place. It makes sense why it's made like this. It's just you can go out here. Everyday items. Camera wing use. Oops. Yeah, let's go heal. And also save. There's one point of the game that always crashes for me. I'm not sure if it's going to crash on sorry, on emulator, but whenever I played it on my 3DS, it crashed around that point, so I don't know what's up with that. Okay. Okay, so now this room should be open. Yep. This always confused me. Why? Why does that happen when you pick that up? So I can't just teleport out of here, I think. I need to go out from the front because... Oops, wrong floor. Because Stella is going to do a cutscene. Yep. Okay, so now we gotta... Oh yeah, the horse remains. That's... I forgot about that. It's kind of fun. The horse was just a random horse that he picked up. That's not where I need to go. I need to go up here. Okay, wait, I need more. Yep. So I think now I can go... Oops. I can go up there. Oops. Okay, they just let me through. What? Oh, okay, he's just thinking about selling stuff. I thought he did sell stuff. These guys are fun. Think I can't talk to that guy. No, I can. This woman is going to die. I don't know why he looks like that. Pisses me off. Piss me off. Yeah. So I pressed the wrong option. But I did it wrong. You sell spears. Spears. Cyclones. That's kind of fun. You do sell spears. No, I don't. Okay. Well, I need to go to this guy again. And then he's like, okay, I'm gonna go with you guys. Gute Knall. You mean you took your time? Okay, fuck off, I guess. So this is the most puzzly a thing gets in this game. This is literally the only thing close to a puzzle, and it's not even a puzzle. Also, I think these guys are fun because they remind me of Minecraft Steve. Damn. Okay. So, you basically have to talk to this button. And you have to go to the other side. And press this button. Then you solved it. Sure, I guess. It's kind of funny to me that this game doesn't have any puzzles. Like, it doesn't need any, but like this whole thing, this whole dungeon kind of pretends to be a puzzle, right? It's nothing really. But like the mirrors that reflect from each other, I guess. Kind of pretend to be a puzzle. I don't know. I got a sword. I think that's not going to be better than my current sword, right? Yeah, I got the same sword. I'm not going to have enough. Yeah, okay. Oh, a metal slime. Oh, it ran away. Yep. I use this. Oh, metal slime. Okay, let's hope it doesn't. It is going to be annoying. Like this guy. Okay. So the reason why we want to kill this guy with hammers... Okay. Never mind. Oh fuck. I don't want to fight these guys. Okay. So the thing about the metal slimes is, if you've played a Dragon Quest before, I think you can imagine what their deal is, but basically, they just give a lot more EXP than anything else. So that's why you kind of want to focus on them. I really don't care about this guy. The Raging Contagion. Okay. Yeah, we're probably going to lose this fight. Which is going to be fine. Oh. Bro, this guy isn't even attacking. Oh, never mind. Okay. Oh, he's not dead. Okay, I would have expected. Oof. Okay. Okay, nice. I don't care that 2 of my guys died. I'm happy with the results. Okay, so now we return to his house. And his wife is fucking dead. What are we going to do that with? Okay, nice. I need to first go to his wife to confirm that she has died. Katarina? Like nose? Rhinoplasty, should I? Yeah. I think that's the joke. Maybe. Or maybe I just don't get it. Like I get Fleming. There's like a joke about phlegm. Up. Oh my god, okay. Well, then I guess we're going to go outside to fight some enemies while it turns night. Okay. Finally. I really love her reaction. She's like, oops, I'm dead. Okay. First I'm going to get the reward from this guy. Ah. So now you check out this guy. He isn't here. From his home and show him around town. To like show him how much, how many lives he has helped to. Save, I guess. Lol. There's one more person that he needs to react to, I think, but I don't know where that guy is. Maybe here? Yeah, this guy. Okay. So now that's not all of them, okay. I thought this was all. I'm not sure about this. Yeah, okay. Wait, where else does he need me to go? Do I need to talk to you? Nope. Okay. But I'm pretty sure I talked to everyone. I think he needs to... Yeah, that's what I am. Okay. So now he has seen everyone. Yeah. I actually really like the storyline, but it's on replay playthroughs, it's very kind of annoying. Cause it has something very heartwarming about it. It's like this very cute story. It's a very basic story, but it's very cute nonetheless. About a man who is like kind of caught up in his work, not appreciating the world around him and losing what he loves most, and then like kind of appreciating what he has done and living on. I don't know, it has something very poetic about it, but I don't know, it's very annoying on replay playthroughs, but it genuinely does something with the setup of you being an angel and kind of being able to talk to the dead. So I don't know, it's a nice little story. All of the stories are kind of nice, but the more you get toward the end of the story, the less interesting they get, I guess. Let's go get natural strength as well. Also, I think I'm going to stop for today after like reaching heaven, the observatory or whatever it's called in this game, because I'm very tired right now. Oh. This is one of the best and most interesting storylines of the game. Well, I don't know if it's narratively the best, but it's... I like that it's set up so early because it's important. Okay, so now you go to heaven. And in heaven, the characters are like, yo, you gotta... you gotta go get the figs, I think they are called. I don't know if they are called that in English as well. Well, I'm very much just coughing and spitting in the mic. Honestly, this place is really great. Hello. It's funny how stupid I look. Also in the game. So I think I'm going to get Zoom now. Like the app. No, I think I need to talk to the tree now. And then I get Zoom. Or I get Zoom later. Might be misremembering. Well. But you get it pretty early, I think, so... Yep. I think now it's going to give me Zoom. The Zonkity Splug. I love this storyline, by the way. It's very strong. A lot of this, what I like about this game and its story is like kind of how it cuts at aspects from Christianity and the Bible, but while doing its own thing, right? It has a very interesting take towards this kind of stuff, and I don't know, I like the aesthetic of angels and demons and stuff, so maybe that's also why it kind of stuck around with me. But I don't know, I really need to make a video about this game and its aesthetics and its story and why I like it so much. Because just playing it isn't going to show why I appreciate it, because I notice I'm kind of bored, but also just really tired. Anyways, I'm going to land this train, and then I'm going to save the game. Because I am over it. Move it. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. This is, after this point the game opens up again. So I think we also got the alchemy pod, which also opens up the game in a very interesting way. Although also very grindy way, which I hope they kind of somehow manage to fix. You know, I think they really need to add like some kind of mechanic where you can gain materials quicker by doing like a grotto or something, or like a raid quest or something with friends, and then you can get different kinds of materials. That would be interesting. I don't know. I think this game has a lot of ways it could become more interesting through a remake. Oh, my back. Oh my god, my back. Okay. Anyways, I really like this game, even though it I haven't really shown that off today. But I think I'm going to continue streaming it. Maybe I'm going to finish it. I'm not gonna promise anything. But it's a fun game. I like the game, and I'm going to continue playing it. Anyways, thanks for slopping by. No, thanks for watching this stream in post. If you're seeing this section. Anyways, have a great day.